Hey guys, this is T with CharlaMakayev.com, and I want to talk about a serious topic today because it's something I've been dealing with in the last week or so, and that also came up for me 6 months ago. Because it's the holiday season, it's not necessarily a happy time for everyone. There are people out there who are feeling lonely for different reasons, and one of them could be grieving. As you probably heard about a month ago, Sinead O'Connor made a tearful video, I believe it was on Facebook, saying how alone she felt. And I was watching her the other day on TV, and hi Kathy, I felt like I could relate. She felt like her family had abandoned her. Hi Victor. When she needed them most, when she was dealing with her mental illness, she was suicidal. And I have felt very alone because I have not had family there for me when I was taking care of my mother, who was very ill and who passed away. And I have not had them there since then. And, I just want people to know that grief is one of the most powerful emotions out there. And that, if you know someone who's grieving, you really have to be kind and compassionate to them. I was in the ER on Friday for probably 5 hours because I was experiencing chest pains. This started about a week and a half ago, and it also happened about 6 months ago. And it's 3.5 years now since my mother passed away. And my blood pressure skyrocketed to 3 points below a medical emergency. I have historically very low blood pressure, so we didn't know what was happening, and I basically had a panic attack 6 months ago. And it was actually the week that my mother died, the anniversary. And then it started up again this past week, and I realized it's because the holidays are coming. But this didn't happen right away. 6 months after she passed away, for that first 6 months, I was probably like Sinead O'Connor. I was gonna have a nervous breakdown. I felt suicidal, I'll just be really honest. I think pretty much everyone on the planet at some point has. I didn't do anything about that. I didn't try anything, but I was that depressed. And I thought that I was on a path of getting better. And the thing is, grief comes in waves. So you can feel like you're doing okay. It's like a roller coaster ride, and all of a sudden it can come out of nowhere, and there can be triggers like the holiday season. And basically what I've experienced, because all my heart tests, I had an EKG, I had a heart enzyme test, I had a heart chest x-ray, I had a stress test. They're like, oh, your results are so normal. They're like more perfect than most people we've seen. And I'm like, what? So now the doctors are saying to me, this is grief. Like, that's how bad it's manifesting in my body. And you can do all the right things. I work out, I eat healthy, I do acupuncture, I have done yoga. I've done everything under the sun that I've gone to grief groups that would recommend to you, but it's not necessarily that easy. And that's what's called complicated grief, when you are not able to, you can never get over losing someone, but when it continues to the point where I don't want to say it takes over your life. Obviously, I'm able to do other things, thankfully, but it really does have a major impact on your life. And I just wanted to tell people who are grieving now, or who feel really lonely because of the holidays, to just try and take care of yourself as best you can. It doesn't mean that, your feelings are gonna go away, but do whatever you can. Go sit at the beach if you live near the beach. Go take a walk. Spend time with your pets if you have pets. Go for acupuncture, massage, go to a yoga class, do whatever self-care you can, work out, eat as well as you can, and that's really all you can do. Go to therapy. I'm also in therapy. There's nothing more you can do. You do need a support system, and people aren't always there. But that is what you need to do for yourself. And just to be careful, because I don't want this to happen to anyone, hi Angela, like me, where you're ending up in the ER because you're having chest pains that are basically caused by anxiety from grief. And you can't help the way you feel, despite all the things I've done. Actually, someone just reminded me who popped on, I teach Pilates even. So of all the things I've done, I have not been able to completely shake that. Of course, a piece of your heart is always going to be gone. So you're never going to get over grieving for somebody. So some people who've never lost anybody, and trust me, I lost a lot of people before my mom. I lost grandparents and stuff. Nothing hit me like losing a mother. In my opinion, the worst loss on earth is a mother losing her child. And the second worst loss is a child losing their mother. That is the strongest bond connection you can have with anyone, a mother who gave birth to you. I can't even imagine if I was a mom and lost a child. I don't even know that I'd be able to cover. I know someone who went through that and she's doing really well. And I don't even know if I could, because I feel like it's hard to recover from this. But if you are a friend, of a person who's grieving, please, support them. I had somebody not that long ago make some very hurtful comments to me who I've known for years, who I've never even had one fight with, telling me to change my attitude to, what did he say? I don't know, all this stuff, just to basically move on and get over it type of stuff. And the thing is that this person's never lost anybody, not like a parent or anybody really close. They have a pretty charmed and blessed life. And I do have a blessed life in so many ways, don't get me wrong. But if you haven't been there, if you haven't walked in those shoes, don't judge other people. You can't possibly know the immense pain. I mean, look at me ending up in the ER because I'm grieving. I mean, that's how painful this is. I'd rather have physical pain any day over this. So please, don't make comments like, stay strong, they died doing something they loved, so at least they were happy, or, they're in a better place, and all this nonsense. It's just, to me, so incredibly, sorry, but emotionally unintelligent to be making those type of comments. You can't comment, like I said, on something that you haven't been through. And secondly, I can't even comment on someone else who's also lost their mom, who may have almost identical history as me with, because they've walked a completely different path in life. Nobody is identical on this earth. We all have unique DNA, right? We all have unique stories. So don't ever criticize somebody. It's not about changing an attitude. When you have depression from grief, you are in a black hole. There's no pulling you out of it. I'm on antidepressants. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I think probably 80% of people, at least in LA, probably 90% of people are on antidepressants. I'm not even kidding. And even with that, even with anti-anxiety medication, which I refused to take until recently because my heart was, I'm having chest pains. I mean, this is getting serious. And now I actually have a physical ailment. I'm on high blood pressure medication when I historically have low blood pressure. Heart disease does run in my family, but the doctors are positive that the majority of this is due to grief. And I'm positive too because of the timing of it before the holidays, and also 6 months ago, the timing, which was the anniversary of my mom's death. So, just if you've been through this, please also feel free to reach out to me. I love listening to other people and helping other people as much as I can. Obviously I'm not a therapist. If you have any kind of suicidal thoughts, please reach out to the right people. That's not me. But if you have gone through any kind of grieving or depression, feel free to inbox me and send me a message. I'd love to hear from you, because I want you to know that you're not alone, because a lot of times I felt very alone because this family that hasn't been there for me or for my mom. And, if you are, like I said, a friend of someone who has gone through this, show some compassion. If you don't know what to say, just say you're sorry. And that's it. You don't have to say anything beyond that. If you don't know what to do, what to say, it's better to do nothing or say nothing than to put your foot in your mouth and then not only that, but beyond that, criticize somebody. That is just, I really can't even understand it, because even before I was, grieving a death, you just know out of common sense that you're not supposed to judge anything that you don't understand. So I just don't even understand it. But, this is a real thing. So if you have grieved or you are grieving, take care of yourself, because these emotions can really just go on, into perpetuity if you don't do anything about it. So like I said, I don't know what more I can really do for myself at this point, because I pretty much have done everything. So I don't even have a real solution, but this is a hard time of the year. And I wanted to address this because, we're all about, rainbows and lollipops on Facebook here with all of our positive posts. But the reality is there is some sadness in the world. And I just don't want to ignore that and pretend like it doesn't exist, because I've been through it. And I want, hopefully, if someone sees this, that they know that you can look put together. You can look like you have everything together. And I do. But I also have my really, really sad, deep, dark moments. I'm surprised I'm not crying, but I felt like I wasn't in a crying mood. So I'm like, I better get this video out of the way before I want to bawl. Because there is another video I made on EMDR for depression. I started crying at the end. So I'm like, I'm thankful I'm not right now, because I hope people take this seriously. So anyway, to anyone who's struggling like me, I wish you wonderful holidays. If you want to stay home, if you don't want to go to someone's house or to your family's house or wherever, if you don't want to cook, just don't do it. Do what makes you feel good. You need to pamper yourself and take care of yourself. And people will just have to understand if you don't feel like going to someone's house. I have wonderful, lovely invitations, so I'm debating that, and they know why, they understand. I just have to see the way I feel the day before. But don't do anything you don't want to do. Life is too short. Take care of yourself, because you only have one life, and we all know, hi Megan, that life is over quite quickly for some people. So you need to be kind to yourself. I wish y'all a wonderful Thanksgiving. Again, feel free to reach out if you, yeah, I totally get it, Sheila. Sheila said she's not cooking in this year. I get it. You know what? I haven't cooked for the last few years. I'm a gourmet cook, actually, and I have not even, yeah, I'm picking up food because I just don't feel that joy that I normally feel from cooking during the holidays, because there's no one there, because my mom, who's my best friend, is not there to celebrate with me. It's just very hard. But Sheila, feel free to inbox me. Anybody else also going through the same thing, would love to hear from you. Whatever you do, I hope you have a peaceful holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Okay, bye-bye.